All right, hey everybody. I'm Joe Ruley. I'm a journalism major here at Ball State. I'm going down the magazine track. I'm a fifth year senior. That's because when I originally came into Ball State, I was going to do physical therapy, but then I realized I didn't want to help old people walk again. So right now I'm the managing editor of iPad for Ball Bearings magazine. It's fun. I used to be the managing editor of print, but then this new opportunity moved up for iPad, so I moved over to there. Along with iPad at Ball Bearings, I was also one of the few people who helped launch the iPad addition to that. Post graduation, what do I want to do? I am an uber car nerd, so I would like to write for Motor Trend magazine, maybe take over their iPad edition, maybe be their senior feature editor, but we'll see. Um, so, some fun facts about me. Just get to know me. Uh, Top five movies. These are in no particular order. Um, No Country for Old Men, Goodfellas, The Rock and Rolla. Um, let's see, Children of Men, and uh, hmm, The Goonies. Top five favorite songs. I would have to say, "Hey Hey What Can I Do" by Led Zeppelin. Beast of Burden by Stones, um, Rock and Roll Queen by the Subways, uh, I Believe in a Thing Called Love, and let's see, uh, depending on the day, probably Blue Orchid, I guess. Who knows? Um, some places I've traveled out of the country twice. I've been to the Caribbean on a cruise. It was fun. I've also been to Mexico. Speaking of which, it's really easy to rack up a high bar tab, even though tequila and beer are cheap. Um, some cool things I've done. I've sailed through the Caribbean. A buddy and I, we went through the British Virgin Islands and got lost in a storm. It was pretty fun. Um, well, yeah. And just some other cool things I've done. I've met the president once. Well, President Bush, former President Bush. Met him at the White House. I was doing a trip in D.C. and happened to be strolling through the White House, and he was there, so that was fun. And another cool fact, I guess I've never broken a bone, really. I mean, I've dislocated a kneecap, but never broken a bone. But hopefully this works.